What's up, YouTube? This is R2R. We are going to be reviewing Windows 10 today. So we have a preview, and as you can see, using a Lenovo ThinkPad T400, so nothing special. It's kind of a test machine, if you will. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to turn on Windows 10 so you can get an idea for how quickly it loads, the boot time. Like I said, this is an older computer, so it's nothing too special, but I'm going to go ahead and power it on. Okay, and we'll give it a second. Alright, we can see that our ThinkPad's turned on. It's loading. And here we are at the login screen. I hit enter, and just like on Windows 8 and 8.1, I'm forced to put in a login code, which I will do that right now. I'm going to stop the video and come back after I get logged in. Alright, as you can see, I'm logging in now. And pretty familiar screen, and that's it. We boot directly into the desktop, as you can see. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go into screenshot mode so you can see some of the features on Windows 10. Alright, here we are, back at the desktop. And one thing that you should have noticed was different right away is that we boot it directly into the desktop. So the desktop is the main feature of this operating system, unlike 8 and 8.1. So let's go ahead and start off with probably the biggest addition to Windows 10, and that's right here. It's the Start menu. Unlike in Windows 8.1, this little button would flip you back to a tile screen. This is actually a Start menu. And as you can see, it's like a Windows 7 and a Windows 8 Start menu all rolled up in one. Still much improved over what we've seen in the last version of Windows. If we see over here, this is our tile screen that we've become familiar with, or the Metro interface that you've seen on Windows 8 and 8.1, but this is really the extent of it. It's actually pretty nice in the fact that you can keep your mail, calendar, your Skype, your connects, the weather. You can keep all of these things pretty organized. If you want to expand on this menu, you can, and this kind of gives us flashbacks of Windows 8 and 8.1, but this is really it for the Metro screen. So I'm going to just minimize. It's that easy. If you look over here, you'll see that we have a couple of menu options. You have your File Explorer, which is your Windows Explorer. Essentially, you have that down here as well, but it's up here for a shortcut of sorts. You have your documents, your settings, things that you use the most. And as you add programs, you can alphabetize all of this, so your apps can be found rather easily. And if you want the menu to go away, you just click on the Windows Start menu, and it comes up and goes away. So that's really it. You'll notice that the mouse, putting your mouse in the corner doesn't really do anything, nor on this side either. So the weird gestures and off-screen antics that we've seen in the previous version of Windows, they're not in this version. Another feature that's pretty nice is your desktop. You can have multiple desktops going. So for example, if you're working on a project, I don't know, maybe one is your work and one is your play, or one is your school and one is your, however you want to divvy up your desktops, you can have multiple desktops. Now this is a feature that Linux Mint has had, Ubuntu has had it, OS Luna for Linux has had it, and it's kind of like equivalent to what you would get on the Mac with the name is slipping me right now. But for Windows, this is a nice feature. And you can open up as many desktops as you want, and you can simply switch between them. So for example, I can have, let's say, the internet going on this desktop, and there it is. And then I can go ahead and go to a completely different desktop, and maybe I have a program going. This might work well too if you're using multiple monitors. It might be a really nice feature. So anyways, I can X these desktops out rather quickly just by hitting the X, and here we are back to our main desktop. So it's another nice feature that this operating system has. And one other rather large addition is Cortana. This search bar right here is Cortana, the same Cortana that's on the Windows Phone and tablets. So you can ask Cortana anything, whether you want Cortana to find files on your computer or tell you the time in New York. So for example, I can click the microphone. What time is it in New York? Alright, I think I was a little quick on that. So it's going to Bing New York for me. But if I X this out and gave it a little bit more time, what time is it in New York? And we can see that it's going to load the time in New York City. There it is, 1:13, and that's Monday the 9th of February, 2015. So it's a pretty nice feature. Other than that, the look and feel is really similar to Windows 8. You can pin things to your taskbar down here just like you could on Windows 8. You have your File Explorer here, which is really helpful, really helpful. And once you learn to use this effectively, you really don't need the Start menu. So kind of the irony is they brought it back, but really if you know how to navigate your system, it's not that big of an issue. It's nice, more of an aesthetic touch. The Microsoft Store is here, and it just as it was in previous versions. It's a nice little, nice little addition. You can see I'm loading the store, and no different than in the previous versions of Windows. And really, that's really it. Now, because I am using the technical version of this operating system, I am getting communications from Microsoft where they want me to rate, or anyone who's using the product, they're looking for feedback before they release this on the official commercial release. But that's really it. If you were fine with Windows 8 and 8.1, this will be a very, very easy transition for you. And once again, another thing I probably should point out, as I'm inching my mouse over here into the right-hand side of the screen, is how do you turn this thing off? Windows 8 and 8.1, you had to slide over, and then you had a hidden menu that appeared. Windows 10, it's rather simple. Go back to the Start menu, and here you are. You hit the power options, and then you have your sleep, shutdown, restart, and that's really it. My initial review is that this product is it's well designed, and I think that it's something that we've needed for a while. But so far, it's pretty good. It's a nice polished system. Microsoft still may make changes and tweaks to it, but as of now, this is Windows 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop out of the screen capture. I'm going to power it down for you, and we'll go from there. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe if you like what if you liked what you've seen. I'm going to be trying to get more videos up as they relate to technology and these Microsoft updates and whatever, videos on whatever. But I'll try to keep it tech geared most of the time. Until next time, I'm going to show you this computer booting down, and that's it. And now we're going to boot it down, or shut it down, whatever you want to say. Right, so now we're going to power Windows 10 off. I'm going to power it down, and I showed you on screen already how to power it down. The purpose of this is just to show you how quickly it powers down. So I'm going to confirm that I'm shutting it down. And it's shutting down. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the preview.